Quest Unplayed, brought to you by George
and Zach.
TJ today. We're going to talk about video games. Yeah, and making them.
How sweet would it be if there was a game where something caused your beard to grow and that was like your whatever you use for the game? Like as you complete levels and you do stuff and like all of a sudden the beard starts to get longer.
So that's,
and then you could grab stuff with the beard.
Does
and
seafood do that? With like your character getting older?
No, it's just like it's like a progression. Like you're going around and like it's what you use to like climb. It's like maybe a Metroidvania. And it throws things and stuff. And then as you do stuff, like it starts to get even longer and it's like got a hand. It's like grabbing onto stuff and pulling it up and like throwing things. Be dope. You can have that. It's yours, TJ. You take that. I can't do video games, so it's all yours, my guy. Yeah, I'll come up with a good name too.
That's why we're not developers yet.
I think that's a good idea. You've never seen a Metroidvania like that before. Meat Boy did well. Guy didn't even have skin. It was just meat running around. Super scary. Buzzsaws. No skin, scary. All right, go ahead. Let's start. My bad.
But it has already started. But anyways, everyone, welcome to Quest Unplayed. Quest Unplayed is a podcast where three of us talk about games, and we usually have a guest. And today we have another guest. I am the co-host of Quest Unplayed, George, and today's quest is joined by Anthony the Beard Man.
Hello, everyone.
And Zach.
Hi.
And we have another guest, TJ.
Hey, great to meet you all.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. It's going to be exciting one.
I'm super excited. Pumped.
I actually literally got back from my holiday, and this is the first scheduled stuff that I'm doing, so I'm very excited. On holiday. I mean, this content is one of my favorite.
I'm still on holiday.
What holiday?
My holiday.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what you looking around? I live the same place as you do, and you ain't got no holiday right now.
You work on your holidays.
It'd be funny if you're like, hey, so I can't come in. The boss is like, why? Like Chinese New Year in. I just he's like, but we're in America. You're like, yeah, but I really like China. So sorry, man. What to tell you? It's a whole week. Whole week I won't be in. I have to do so much. You know, I gotta tell everybody good, happy blessings and give them money. It's a long time.
But yeah, happy New Year's, everyone. It's a lunar year, lunar calendar. Happy New Year's. I don't know what it's called.
I mean, it would be pretty cool if we celebrated twice. Yeah. I'm just saying.
We actually don't celebrate the actual like January 1st New Year's that much because it's not a holiday. It's a holiday, so you get a day off, but it's not like what everyone's doing. Like you know how like we do countdowns and stuff, but it's not as big as.
It's not as big as the Chinese lunar year.
Yeah, the lunar year one. But anyway,
I'd be the worst president because I would be like every New Year we're celebrating. And they're like, but people got to work. I'm like, no, we're celebrating everything. We're getting all the holidays. Like, Jesus, man. Like, does Canada got Thanksgiving's a different time for? We're doing theirs as well. We're doing 2 Thanksgivings.
Can we have a video game holiday?
Yeah. Well,
we should do a video game holiday.
I would be unlike other presidents that are out golfing and stuff. Like they're like, yeah, so President Warren has taken time off. It'd be me, like President Warren has taken time off for
GTA 6
Steam Fest, and I'm over there like, yeah, this is a good demo. Hey, guy, yeah. it's like she took time off for Steam Fest. That's the first for a president. Like, hey, just jamming out.
But anyways, thank you so much.
That's
for
my present
coming,
voice, by the way. Just jamming out.
Before we begin, this podcast is sponsored by Minimap, the ultimate gaming hub, and a gaming companion. I don't know, you can sync your gaming accounts, you can create your own collection, you can connect with other cool gamers like Zach and Anthony.
And George.
And
he's
myself
on there.
Sometimes. Yeah. So
he hasn't befriended me on there yet, but he's on there.
Yeah. So the sponsor video is live now. Zach is commenting.
Yes, for you, Minimap. Click and all your games are all in one place. All of them, you can sync everything. You can review, you can connect, you can play. You can sync all your accounts, which you can actually do. It's pretty cool. It tells you when you get achievements, and it tells you how much you have to get left on a game. You can also rate it. You can be like, bro, this is dope. and people are like, "How dope is it?" And you're like, 5 stars dope. And you're like, "Damn, bro, I'm gonna play that." And you're like, "For real."
Yep. Tabletop
then-
Tavern. Yep.
If you're a content creator, you can put on there best soul game of all time. Check out my link on YouTube. Hey, and if you like that kind of stuff, and they're like, "Oh, bro, check it out," then you got a new view. Congrats. You could you can even look at quality reviews written by other gamers. You can you can make friends with people. Are you tired of being on Twitter and fighting about politics? You want to fight about Infinity Nicky? That's what you want to do. And you get on there. Who's better, Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong or the dude from Wukong? You know, you can fight about that stuff. It's much easier.
Are we still going with that debate?
That was one of my favorite debuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Debates.
Debates. Thank you. Nothing made me happier than going from not wanting to do any social media to I think Wukong is better than Donkey Kong, and I was like, "Oh, can we get in there?" I was like, "I think Donkey Kong's better," and like, "Yeah," and I was like, "This is my kind of debate right here." I was like, "Yeah, let's get into it." Donkey Kong or Wukong? Go, George.
Donkey Kong. I haven't even played Wukong.
All right, Anthony. Oh shit!
He's thinking.
I just wanted a yes or no question, and he's just over here thinking about it.
He's like, am I closer to the director of Donkey Kong or the director of Wukong?
Who do I not want to piss off today? I just love Donkey Kong. Okay, he wears a tie. He has no clothes on. What's happening there? And he throws barrels at people. Stealth. TJ, what do you think? Donkey Kong or Wukong?
I mean, I'll have to go with Donkey Kong, but I think I'm more of a Funky Kong kind of guy.
Okay. Anthony's still thinking, everybody. If you're on the podcast, he's literally rubbing his beard.
This is hard.
Do you want to go with the cutting edge, new, cool guy who's the god of all monkeys, or do you want to go with Donkey Kong, who has a tie and throws barrels and is an on and off friend of Mario?
Ooh,
depending on what day it is.
Depending on what day.
Okay, so we'll
come back.
Yeah, we'll come back to that answer.
Actually, I have one more. I have one more question. Is there any other video game monkeys besides Donkey Kong or Wukong? There's Diddy Kong.
Monkey Ball guy.
Monkey Ball, yeah. Monkey Ball.
Yeah, I forgot about Monkey Ball.
If you consider Goku as a monkey, he's like he turns
He's
into
like
the giant.
He's like a pissed off ape thingy. Yeah, I guess.
He's like an ape.
But he only is that when he's angry.
I think he's like only in the beginning, and then kind of drifts away.
We'll come back to it. That's a good question. I'll ask that on Minimap. I'll see if people come with. I'm like, anybody else know any other gorillas in the video game industry or monkeys? We'll throw it out to primates.
Okay. That sounds good. So thank you so much for coming, TJ. Could you tell us a little bit about, shortly about yourself and, the game you're working on before we kind of get into the more details?
Yeah, sure. Well, to start, thank you guys so much for having me on this. Definitely excited to yap a little bit. For a little background, I am a Unity developer. I've been working in Unity for close to around 6 years now, developing like solo games on and off. I also do it as part of my as part of my job. I don't work for a game studio, but I work for a company that works in Unity, and currently working on a little game called Tabletop Tavern, and it's going pretty well so far. So I'm going to be in the Steam Next Fest. This is a cat.
Oh,
yay!
That'll be next week in February, and then launching at some point soon, as soon as it's ready.
Oh, she meowed too. He or she?
This is a he. This is Honey Cream.
Honey Cream. That's quite the name. Hi, Honey Cream.
Hi, Honey Cream.
That's interesting. So the Unity shirt kind of gave it away a little bit. If you're not watching, he's wearing a Unity shirt. But so I guess that you playing that a lot. What brought you to love picking that as your weapon of choice for developing?
So I actually went to school for cybersecurity and was working just as a software developer. And not really enjoying the work I was doing and pretty bored. Felt like what I was working on was semi-pointless.
Mhm.
So always enjoyed games. Unity was free at the time. I think Unreal might have been free, or I'd recently moved to a free model. But they make their engine free. You can download it and start messing around. So started off following a few YouTube tutorials, and here we are a few years later.
Wow.
What
Okay.
I'm a little bit of a shill for the Unity engine. Some of the stuff they do is pretty cool. It has its quirks, it has its annoying spots, but one of the things that it does that nothing else does is its ECS entity component system, which is kind of the whole backbone of my game and what makes it possible to run. So really enjoying working in it right now.
Okay. That's pretty cool, man. Honestly.
Thank you.
Other engines too.
You went to school for cybersecurity and software development, and you were like, pull up that YouTube and let's learn how to use this Unity.
Yeah. I as much as I love working in tech because for the most part it's kind of a meritocracy. Like obviously there's going to be some favoritism and nepotism involved, but for the most part, like if you know what you're doing, you can get a job. And what I've always heard about degrees is that they get you the interview, but skills are kind of what get you the position.
What land it?
And even today in 2026, if I like spoke to someone who was in high school, I don't know if I would tell them to get any sort of comp sci related degree. I don't really know if that holds as much of a weight as it used to.
Yeah. I talked to a lot of the IT and cyber guys that work where we work, and literally all of them just got their Security Plus certificate. And then they're just like, that was it. Now they're IT. And I was like, oh, okay, that's it. And they're like, yeah. It's like, oh, cool. So, I mean, I don't disagree with you. And especially, I think it's cool that you learned it off of YouTube, because out of all the places, that YouTube's always got great stuff to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of really good channels that from like Brackeys is a real popular one that did a lot of beginner tutorials. There's also like more in-depth channels. Just to quickly shout out a few because they've kind of gotten me here. Sebastian Graves has a really good channel for any devs looking to start learning Unity. Tarot Dev had some good ones. It's kind of all that's popping off the top of my head, but yeah, absolutely.
Cool,
all the resources are out there if anyone wants to get into it on their own.
So do you think that you're going to stick with Unity for a good chunk of your time, or?
Yeah, I don't really see like there are other engines to switch to. I guess the two main competitors to Unity are Unreal and Godot. Godot is like the kind of the new kid on the block, very popular open source engine that a lot of people are using. There's a few big games that have come out in Godot, like what's the Dome Keeper, I think was made in Godot. Not recalling any other ones, but it's open source, which is neat. I actually saw an article today though that they're currently getting flooded with just tons of cheap like vibe coded stuff trying to get put into the engine because it is open source. So Unity, although it does have its quirks, it's definitely a very strong and very powerful engine. And although I could take what I've learned in this and translate it to any other engine, right now all my workflows are in Unity. I'm very comfortable with the language. I'm very comfortable with the editor, just built up from using it for years. So there's really I don't see myself switching anytime soon.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as long as you have, the flow going, you don't need, there's no need to like, switch it unless like they do something crazy or stupid.
Yeah, and I mean, if it disappeared tomorrow, yeah, I could definitely learn another engine, but there's no point in going through that.
Yeah,
just crack open that YouTube, brother.
Yep,
absolutely what I would do.
You're like, no Unity, watch me. No, I'm just kidding, but that's super cool.
Yeah, but because we actually had a couple of indie devs who had like no background, like they didn't have any degrees in computer science or anything. They just like straight up went to YouTube and learned, like taught themselves by watching them, and then started making games. So
I'm not gonna lie, that's my biggest reason why I don't think I ever want to go back to college. One, because it costs so much, and two, because I learned so much more from being interested in it and just researching it and look it up on YouTube. I'm like, why am I paying for this? like, no, I don't want to do it. And they're like, we won't get a job. I'm like, okay, well, we'll find out.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's super cool. And so that's how you got the Unity shirt, huh?
Yeah, I started like uploading YouTube videos a few years ago, and part of their like affiliate program had reached out to me. So now I'm a Unity affiliate. So that means I
that's
can't
super
say
cool.
anything negative about the brand.
Yeah,
But
go
no,
Unity.
Okay, yeah, don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
can
We
say
won't
that.
ask anything negative. Why do you not like the brand? I'm just messing with you.
We love
He's like,
Unity
that's
here.
it. Yeah.
Unity welcomed. We will talk more about your dev journey and all that a little bit after we take the gamer type quiz. If you are ready,
Let's go.
All right.
Yay.
Yay!
I love quizzes.
Who doesn't? Okay, sorry.
I was back those surprise quizzes too.
I'll
All
give
right.
you all the wrong answers.
So first question. It is finally the weekend after a long, tiring week. Do you ask a friend to play video games together, or do you need to spend a quality game time alone?
Probably spend some time alone.
What game are you playing recently? Well, have you been playing recently?
I've played a bit of Ball Pit. Has been pretty cool.
Oh, that's a good game.
Lately, it's tough because you definitely need to play games in order to make games.
Yes.
You're the
it's
second
something
dev
that-
in a row to say that.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm pulling up my Steam right now. Back to the old and true Slay the Spire.
Oh, I love Slay the Spire.
Yep.
I tried a bit of Hades too. I couldn't get into it. I don't know. It's not for me. I think I understand why it's a great game, but I just couldn't really get into it.
Did you play the first one though?
Like half of it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very fast paced, but I think it's one of those games I actually enjoy watching other people play it. Like, I'll go on Steam or Twitch or to watch somebody play that game over wanting to play it. Is that weird? I don't know. Maybe.
I enjoyed the first one. When it was on Netflix, I just played it on my mobile, my iPhone. But it was super fun to
Shout
play.
out to Netflix. Where's our T-shirt, Netflix?
Yeah, but they took it down.
Oh no!
I think Slay the Spire 2 is coming out pretty soon, right?
Yeah, they haven't announced it, so
Damn.
yeah, they haven't given the date. Whenever that comes out, I know I'm not launching anywhere within a month of that.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Well, when Slay the Spire first came out, it didn't take off immediately though, because I knew it took a little bit. And I was telling my friends, I'm like, bro, this game is so fun. They're like, it looks okay. I'm like, bro, okay, this is fun. So I played it like immediately.
A funny story to tell you about that, but I'll have to tell you offline about
Okay.
the dev for that.
Okay.
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 It's not, you weren't playing Slay the Spire, were you?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Okay. Next question. The new game that just released isn't my type, but a friend is urging me to play with. It's not my cup of tea, so refuse at first, but it would be fun if we play together. Or do you listen to your friend's words right away and play together?
I would definitely listen to my friend's words. I don't have enough to blow them off.
Okay.
Aww. So you say that, and then you say play alone. Does your wife ever game? Is she a gamer or no?
I'm slowly getting her into it. I've gotten her addicted to Balatro, and then we played. We just finished Split Fiction actually, which was very fun.
Nice.
Oh, like that would be fun. I don't think my wife would go for it. Oh man, we lost him again. Way to go, George.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, we're back. Yes,
I'm back.
Yay!
We got him.
But anyways, yeah, it'd be fun to if I were to ask my wife to play Split Fiction, it would take me at least 3 months of convincing her to actually get in front of the TV to play together.
She probably says busy, huh? She's like, I ain't got time for it.
Yeah, she's not into video games at all. Zero.
My wife used to love playing Wii bowling with me, but I would get into it. Like I'd be standing up doing it, and she'd be sitting on the couch like this, like getting strikes. I was like, get off the couch. Is that how you bowl? All right, let's get back into it.
Next question. You're thinking about joining a community with strict terms to get game information like Reddit, subreddits, Facebook groups and all that. From self-introduction to attendance check, that is too much for me. Or it has good game information, so getting ranked up after 3 days is not a problem.
Probably the second option there.
Okay.
Not too chatty.
Okay.
It's a weird question.
Yeah, it is a weird question, but still. Next
Yeah.
question. Before buying a game, you carefully read over people's reviews, watch the trailer, check the price, or if the game looks interesting, I trust my instinct and make a purchase.
Now I'm looking at that Steam review number. Definitely the
so
first
you
one.
would be
Yeah.
reviews. What's the most recent game you bought?
That
Other
reminds
than
me.
the ones I just mentioned,
Okay.
I bought an idle game, Node Buster.
Wait, what is it called again? Sorry.
Node Buster. NODEBUSTER.
Node Buster. Was it fun?
Yes.
Okay.
I've never played like an idle game like this, but it was pretty enjoyable. I was reading an article on them.
On idle games?
Yes. Have you guys been exposed to Chris Zurkowski? He is he runs a blog called howtomarketagame.com.
Oh yeah,
He
I
might
know.
be
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
interesting interview for you guys.
Yes,
But
I
he was
know
talking
him.
about there's quite a renaissance right now on Steam of idle games and friend slot games and games that don't take a ton of time to build. But if it's like, I think this game was like $3. And
No, yeah, I'm
it
looking
took
at it
me,
right
like-
now, and it looks mad fun. I don't get it, but it looks fun.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah.
It took
I like the graphics.
Yeah, it took like 5 or 6 hours to beat, but for $3, like I felt like it was worth the purchase.
It
So
was
he
worth it,
just-
right?
Yeah, he was just talking about how you don't have to kill yourself with a project that takes 5 years working full time and hoping it does well. Where there's this specific genre of games. So yeah, I bought that to check it out and see what it was about. Definitely not something that I'm like super interested in, but I thought it was a fun experience for the cost of a coffee. I thought it was more than worth it.
Yeah, I mean that's actually less than some coffees nowadays. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And it's got overwhelmingly positive right now. So it's at
Says 10,196 overwhelmingly positive English reviews. Recent
English.
ones is 119. That's pretty good.
yeah, and I think we've talked about this so many times, but like indie game, like a lot of indie game developers these days, especially, they do realize, just because, like exactly like you said, like just because you're spending like 5 or I don't know, like 7 years to polish your game to creating it to as perfect as possible, that doesn't mean that's gonna bring out success. Like some games don't need that many. Like you should probably test out after releasing game within like a shorter span compared to that.
What is it? How to market a game 101? Is that what you said it was?
Howtomarketagame.com.
Yeah, I'll share you. I'm already in their Discord, and
All
I
right,
actually,
send it to me if you can.
yeah, and I actually did ask Chris to be on this podcast, but he said he was busy doing some stuff, so he kind
He
of.
said he was bald and he said he was busy doing his hair. Is that what happened?
I don't know, but Chris, yeah, I'll ask him again. I don't know. He'll probably be busy. He's a busy person, and also I've watched a lot of his YouTube live thingy that he does for like explaining like how the market is and everything, and I do enjoy.
Oh,
watching.
that's cool. Yeah, you might hook me up with that. I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So the first one. Next question.
Next question. Sorry.
If someone is watching you play a video game from behind, it's the perfect opportunity to show your amazing gameplay, or you're actually good at it, but due to the pressure, you're missing skill shots.
Oh, definitely the first option. You gotta
Ooh,
lock in and pretend you know what you're doing.
Okay. Do you play a lot of like co-ops or multiplayer games?
No, not really. I feel like most of my time is spent developing right now, and if I do sneak in a game, it's just like a little roguelite.
Oh.
It's fun.
Yeah, I would say your game is kind of a roguelike game.
Yeah.
Yep. Next
The
question.
hard way.
Yeah, it was kind of. I really enjoyed playing the game. You're playing a newly released game for the first time. Rather than having regrets later on about missing something, you go over the tutorials, or the game seems to be similar to the one you've played before, so you skip the tutorial.
Is there a third option of skipping the tutorial than not knowing what I'm doing?
I mean, that's exactly. It's just the first one is probably that.
It's like, what's the other option?
Or second one.
Yeah,
Option,
probably the second one.
Yeah. Your game did have the tutorial pop up that keeps showing up after for every round.
Yeah, it's
press next
okay,
button
but
to say
it needs-
don't show it.
yeah, it needs more work.
Yeah, but I actually did. But there's an option where if I don't want to see it, like you just click this.
Yeah,
It'll
I
show
did
me
that.
up. Yeah, I actually did read it twice, and then I did that. Next question. You're playing a mystery solving game. Based on years of your experience in mystery solving games, that guy is the culprit or that person looks suspicious, but you need to start collecting evidence first.
Probably the second option.
Evidence is very important. Next question. In order to equip the rune that increases defense by 0.01%, you have to return to the lobby. That's not a big difference, and my friends are waiting, so I just go, or I tell them to wait. I go back to the lobby to equip the rune.
Maybe the first option.
Oh, okay. Do you play a lot of JRPG games?
No. Back in college, I was hopelessly addicted to Destiny, though. So a lot of little stat tweaks.
That's a game to be very addicted to.
Yeah.
That game
Did
took a
you
lot
play
of my life.
Didn't you play a lot of Destiny 2, Anthony?
I played Destiny 2. I was thinking Destiny 1, but
Both Destiny 1 and Destiny 2.
I played a ton of Destiny 1. I lost, I think, years to it.
Mm-hmm.
That was an addicting game.
It was very addicting.
Very,
They did a
very-
good job on it.
Yeah, us getting addicted means that they did a great job.
Hmm.
During gameplay, your companion's character has been bitten by a zombie. You might be able to find the cure, so you decide to accompany them, or everyone in my group can get infected, so I choose to kill them, even though it is tragic.
Murder. Sorry, Dust.
You have to knock them off. It's not worth the risk.
Oh my God. I'm joking. Oh my God, Billy. No,
Yeah, I mean that's how all zombie movies start, anyway. So
Mhm.
that one person that loves their
yeah,
friend
that
too
one
much.
person's just like, "She's my daughter," like, and then she gets bitten.
You don't understand. That's my daughter. Oh my God. And everybody's freaking out.
Yeah, and everybody like getting bitten, and then.
Mhm.
Next question. Even if you don't express it, you feel like keep losing because of your friend. Are they not feeling well? I lift up my friend's spirits, or I send them a link to the characters, tips and tricks, and then suggest that gameplay.
I think you got to go with option one. You got to be subtle about that.
Have you had this occasion with when you're playing with your wife, the split fiction?
No, usually it was me that was struggling the most.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that game is actually pretty hard. I enjoyed it a lot.
She's like, get it together, noob. Like, I'm trying, honey.
She's like, get over here. She's like, no, I'm trying. She's like sending you the link to the characters and tricks. Oh yeah.
What was your good first fight about? I don't want to talk about, man.
You know what? We played through Overcooked back when we started dating, and once we made it through that, I was like,
wow.
okay, we'll be fine.
Okay.
I bet. I literally almost lost her friend over Overcooked.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, I'm still cool with you, but
Yeah, I don't.
I swear to God, when I say plate up, ready, you got to go.
you gotta go.
Next question. The character has bad performance, but the appearance is totally my type. Considering the balance of my party, I cannot put them in my party, or I have to put my favorite character in the party no matter the cost.
Probably option one there.
Okay. Yeah. Next question. Your current desktop is messy with tons of icons, but it does not affect my gameplay, or I hate chaotic things. My desktop is neatly cleaned.
My desktop's pretty neat.
Oh, okay. How
I have
many?
to know
How many?
where everything is.
Okay. How many icons do you have on the desktop? Is it like less than 5 or something?
No, it's like maybe 15 or so.
Okay. Because we had a dev who said like I have 0 in my desktop, everything. So it's like just completely empty.
He's like, I type it in and it comes up. I was
Yep.
like, wow, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. Before getting into the game, I searched the internet just in case I end up missing achievements, or I have never played a game for the achievements.
I mean, I'll usually play through the game first. Then, if I really like it, maybe go for the Steam achievements. So maybe the first option.
Okay.
Like I'll play through it blind to start, but then, maybe if I need a guide to figure out what the few hidden ones are, I'll check it out.
How many achievements does Tabletop Tavern have?
For next fest, the demo will have 25.
Yeah, I think I got the legendary. If I get the legendary or something, I get an achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got those.
Bragging it up.
Yeah. I did get it from the merchant. But anyways, last question. You who happens to play lots of games, play a game you feel like playing at the moment from your collection, or you have a gaming schedule on when to beat a certain game.
Maybe I'll go with option 1.
Okay.
As I'm still playing Slay the Spire 7 years later.
That's true. Oh, I actually am still playing Hearthstone after like 10 years, 10, 11 years. So I'm playing.
Dang. That's okay.
I think I started playing in like 2015. But yeah. All right. Let's see what your gamer type is.
Let's see it. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
A cold bone necromancer. Holy cow.
What the heck is wrong with your CS per minute? That's referring to League of Legends. Let's read some of these personalities. We need strategies and plans. I do whatever it takes to complete the mission, but people often misinterpret my action as grave mistakes. I am good at summoning my team's success by giving everyone the roles best suited for them. If all goes according to plan, I feel motivated. Otherwise, I start to find skeletons in my team's closets. Has no patience for players who don't take the game as serious as they do, showing no mercy to players who are dead weight. If a raid starts at 8, then you show up at 7:30. Strategizing is key if you don't want to all end up in coffins later. Break a promise. This relationship is officially dead and buried. Strict,
Dear God.
strict but flexible with trivial matters.
All right. I love the little card art.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. This is our mascot Navi.
It's great.
She steals the show every time.
Yeah, no, we do have the postcard for this at Zach's house. A bunch of them.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them.
Some got handed out at my daughter's high school. So.
Yeah. Did they like it?
Yeah, she got people to sign up.
Nice, love it. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the gamer type quiz. Yeah, so you're good with gentle cleric and you hate mind reading merchant.
Freaking mind reading merchant every time.
Metagamers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you just enjoy the game? Jesus.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Thank you for taking the quiz. Yeah. So I think it is time for us to jump right into watching the trailers together. Are we ready?
Oh, let me get my popcorn. Okay, never mind. Just go. Just go.
I need popcorn.
Well,
I need pop. If we had popcorn for this, it'd make it so much more official.
Let's get a bag of M&Ms.
Skittles.
Let's give him hell.
I'm a Skittles bean.
That was Skittles.
Let's give them hell. Oh.
Let's talk about gold.
That 20-sided die.
Ready for battle.
Play the demo now.
Yes.
For those of you listening, Tabletop Tavern is on demo playable right now.
Please go play the demo because it's.
And there is werewolf slapping people. It's like straight like whack. I was like, Jesus, this seems like cheating, but okay, it's whatever.
Not cheating.
Have you ever been slapped by a werewolf? I have, sir. It's cheating.
Oh, you got slapped by a werewolf?
Every day. It's called life, man.
What?
Because I would call you. If you get caught by a werewolf, don't you turn into a werewolf also?
No, that's if you get bitten. If you get slapped, you just look silly. Yeah, because they got big hands, so it's like. All right, let's get to it. All right, who wants to start? Who wants to start?
So, do you like tabletop games? Is that why you have decided to do like a tabletop tavern?
A little bit. I grew up painting the little games workshop. They actually had a line of Lord of the Rings miniatures, so collected a whole bunch of those. Played with those a lot. It kind of started as a bit of a Total War RTS game, and just kind of had a little bit of inspiration to take it the tabletop route. So been trying to incorporate more things to make it feel like a sort of game shop atmosphere, from the 20-sided dice that you saw to like a few of the upgrades to make it feel like you're playing a board game, which I feel like gives it a nice little unique spin.
Yeah, I think that was like the most, not most, but like one of the unique things that I kind of felt, because like, whenever you're in the battle, you're actually zooming into the tabletop war or battles. And I really actually enjoyed that.
Yeah, the fighting felt so. I would say on that part, it felt like you're in two different worlds. You know what I mean? Like in one world, you're in the tavern and you're moving your piece and you're buying. Like I did like the part 2 where you're buying like the cards. I was like, okay, like you know what I mean? Then you get to pick one, but then it's like you have a dungeon master or someone running the game, but when you're in the game, it feels like it's real. Like when you're actually doing the combat and stuff.
Yep, that's what we're going for.
Well, you did it. Okay, but no, I'm sure for this guy, you did it. No, I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
Was for the graphics, was that kind of what made you go with that style of graphics? With the voxel type.
So there is a studio. They're called Cinti. They're a New Zealand-based studio that did all the assets for all of the models. I guess off the top of my head, there's like 7 races, about a dozen to 15 units per each race. And then of each unit, there's 3 variants. So if you want to do speed math, that's around like 250 or something unique models. As an indie dev that wants to get this game done in under 80 years, I don't think it's really feasible to try to do that myself. So
I'm glad you gave yourself like a time period there. You're like, I don't want to die before it's over. So
exactly, yeah. So it's a good mix of like I generally like the aesthetic of them, and they just have such like a wide range that combining all different, whether it's like more like Germanic human looking, or vampires and skeletons, or some like orc monsters. Like their models all fit together well enough, I think. Definitely really like the guys and gals there. I actually met them once at a GDC in San Fran, and they're like super, super awesome people to work with. So, it's kind of cool because it's something that, 20 years ago, you would have had to have an art department of 30 different people modeling. And now it's like, if a pack's like $40, like, sure, maybe I could model it myself, but it would take, I don't know, 400 hours and it wouldn't look as good. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's cool, the people that make all their own art for their own games, but if you want to do something like to this scale of this amount of unit variety and this amount of models, it just makes a whole lot more sense to go with pre-made stuff, which doesn't mean that like, it still has to be fun at the end of the day. And that's what I'm primarily working on, is making the game fun. But as long as the art style looks consistent and it doesn't look awful, which even that, there's some games like Megabonk that personally, I think the art style is pretty gross, but it's a fun game. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Numby's Number Factory.
Anthony?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, Anthony plays about 80 games a day, so he probably knows.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. No, actually, my son plays it and he loves it.
It is
when my son told me, he's like, I'm playing this new game, and I was like, what is it? And he told me, I was like, he's like a teenager. I'm like, what do you? I was like, man, listen, like you don't have to impress me, man. Play whatever you want. And he's like, no, it's really fun.
Nubby's Number Factory.
Yeah, Nubby's Number Factory. Yeah, now I remember.
Okay, can I show
you?
It's
got a very unique art style, but I think yes.
Yeah, it's got something. That's really
it's like the game that I used to play when I was like in elementary school, or like oh wow, okay.
Yeah, but it came out last year and it did phenomenally well.
Yeah, look at this, overwhelmingly positive.
No, yeah, my son loves it. I literally thought he was messing with me when he told me he liked playing it. And I was like, are you?
Oh.
Because he's like, yeah, Dad, I played this game. I really like it. And I'm like, what is it, buddy? He's like, the Number Factory game. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
Oh, it's called the Plinko style roguelike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, that's cool, man.
Games are very popular trend. Like, okay.
I feel
it's like because you could keep on playing it over and over. It's like never stop.
Yeah, it's kind of like those Balatro or those games. You know what I mean? Like, it's very replayability.
Yeah, because one game will be different from the last game. You go a different approach.
I think Tabletop Tavern also does give you that kind of route too, because like you can select different like strategies or cards or the groups or the troops. I would say.
I was sad when the demo ended.
You were sad.
Yeah, I got to the end.
Well, he did tell us to. He asked us to. Ask the dev on,
but I didn't know Anthony.
So he was like, he did. He cries sometimes. He doesn't tell people, but I know he's a soft.
It's a game that I enjoy a lot, and then it goes to the end. I'm like, I should have went to the end.
It's okay, Anthony. We understand, buddy. We got you.
This is why some games I don't really finish it, because I know the end is coming, so I don't want to finish it.
I like games that when the end does come, though, like they come out with like a little bit more here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think especially like if you're really into a game, like especially like RPG games and stuff, like if you're really into the characters and story, like once the game ends, you kind of feel kind of sad because your world is over. And also those, usually not all of them, but like usually those games you can't like replay it because you're going to be playing the same exact story again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's how. So I bought a game for $5. It was a card-based battle, or is a card-based game where you're like trying to keep people from getting out of hell, and you're the tower in the middle of hell. And I played that game for I think 90 something hours. It was ridiculous, but I was like, this game is so fun. And my friends are like, they're like, we don't see it, and I'm like, it's because you ain't played it, man. The graphics were meh.
Mm.
Everything was meh, but it was super good.
Mm.
I can't remember the name of it,
Yeah.
but it's on there somewhere. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Achievements to like it.
Yeah, I think it's more about the fun of the game nowadays
Yeah.
rather than the graphics and all the other stuff. I mean, obviously those are still important. I'm not saying like
Yeah. Yeah, but
It
it's that
depends on the
like
game.
core player experience, that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
player fantasy. That if it's an enjoyable loop, you're gonna want to
Mhm.
play it.
Yep.
Yeah, graphics are important.
Yes, yes.
Sound design is
Those are
important.
important. Yep.
Marketing is important, but none of that matters if the underlying game isn't fun.
If it's not fun.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I'm kind of happy that that's a thing too, is that a lot of things, and that isn't just games, but if you look at a lot of things in life now, if it is fun or makes you laugh or whatever, you overlook like the stuff that people used to just be like, brand new graphics, you could see the grass moving and the raindrops, and you're like, yeah, that's cool, man, but this is boring. Like,
yeah.
you're like, it's just it's kind of nice to go back to a time where just it was fun. Like Pac-Man was super fun. I didn't know what the hell, it was just pellets and a yellow guy just chomping away. Like I didn't need
The
No.
early Mario series was also super fun.
super fun. And that guy was like, you ever look at how many pixels that dude was? It's like sweet. So I mean, yeah, I like that it's especially I noticed a lot of devs, like you mentioned, if it's fun for you, you know what I mean? That's what's important.
That is very true.
Yeah.
And also that's why I not also, but like, how did you work on the music though? Like, did you work with someone else or did you create yourself?
The title track that you see when you load into the tavern, that I bought from someone who goes by the handle Between the Rains Music, just because he approached me and I felt like that track was really nice. The rest of the music is all like royalty free stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
It's again, yeah, music is important, but focusing on making the game fun is a little more important.
That is very important. Yes.
It is definitely important.
Yeah. Games like Schedule One or anything.
I played a game once. It was so addicting that it has no music at all.
Really? You need some kind of music though. Like, or I guess you can like just
No,
play
I
it.
have to
has,
have
like-
music. I have to
It
have
has
music.
some music. It has sound effects, but not like real music.
Okay.
Okay, what's
I-
your
I have
favorite like music from a game that just stays with you?
Favorite. I can think of like Balatro. Well, it's not favorite, but like I
can hear that in my head.
Yeah, I can still hear it. You know what I mean? Like I haven't played Balatro in a while, but like the music still is in my head. Like, other ones.
I'll sometimes have like the Witcher 3 soundtrack on in the background when I'm working. I like that a lot.
And I do like
I think that's the same as Expedition 33 music.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So Expedition had a great music. Civ also had great music. The
Civ
one,
5
yeah, I forget which series it is, but I know like
has good music.
the one that is singing in a different language. I forget what it was, but
It's like
Civ
some of
still-
these musics. It's like one of those. You know, like how like I remember like all the Final Fantasy battle music. People use that for workout also to get all hyped up and
Yeah,
everything.
Final Fantasy.
Getting hyped up off
It's
of
like those the battle music, yeah.
You're like, yeah, let's do it. Just doing reps, like, yeah, brother. I'm like, okay. Mine's cheating. So,
Yeah.
mine's Keep Driving. I can listen to that. After that game, I went on to Spotify and looked up every song. And even after I made the video or I streamed it, I knew I was going to get a copyright hit for it. And I still did anyways, because the music just was so important to the game. I was like, I don't really care. Like the music's got to come out. But yeah, that game was like, but it's more contemporary than just normal video game music, right? So it's actually got lyrics and stuff. So that's why I say it's cheating a little bit.
Played a game called Keep Driving, TJ?
I heard a lot of people talk about it in their like game of the years. That came out last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
It was probably I would say it was my favorite game last year.
Yeah, I have not gotten to play it yet though.
Yeah, Zach is obsessed with that game. He loves
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
So I said it was cheating.
Yeah. Cool.
Is that
What
the
about
one
you?
where
They
you're,
would,
like,
but they wouldn't come
going
hang
to
out
a
with us, so
music
I don't like
festival
them.
or something like that?
What was that again?
Is that the one where it's like it's like a summer and you're going to like a music festival at the end? You pick up people.
Yeah, it's a game where you basically it's kind of like a weird game. So you pick a car and a driver, and you go and you pick up hitchhikers, and it's like an RPG, but the RPG fighting instead of like you would run into a band of goblins or whatever, is like there's a car on the side of the road, and you pull over and you have to match these things up, and there's all these different hitchhiker stories. There's all these different endings, and the music's like really good. So you play the tunes, and a lot goes on in that game. It was a surprise for me. I was like, wow, I'm stupid good. So you ever get a chance, it's fun. That used to be cheap. I don't know if it's cheap anymore though.
What about you, TJ? What's a fun or one soundtrack that you remember from a game? Slay the
That's-
Spire?
Not as much. I feel like that's like a YouTube on the other monitor type of game.
Right.
I guess to bring it up again, like the OG Destiny 1 soundtrack was really good.
Oh yeah.
Trying to think of what else. Nothing else off the top of my head.
Yeah. I still remember the Overwatch the music.
Yeah.
Like the cinema trailer. They always have
When Overwatch first came out, they had some of the best trailers.
the cinematic ones, dude. Those are like movies almost.
I wasn't gonna play number 2 until I saw the preview for the second
I
one
mean,
with the
they
newest
were
character.
good,
Yeah.
but there's nothing compared to the cinematic trailers for like Elder Scrolls.
And the Doom soundtrack, of course.
Doom has always been so good.
Right.
Yeah, the Mick Gordon.
Where they actually like with the heavy metal and stuff, and it was just so perfect for the game. Like that's one thing I think is really cool when you like I know they don't do it a whole lot, but where have you seen where they do the music for the game? Like they'll play it in like an orchestra or whatever while the game is they showing the scenes up on the screen. Like that is super cool to me how they do it. Because it reminds you of like back in the day when Star Wars and stuff was a movie, or it still is. But I mean, when they're making it and they would have the orchestra play with it, and you're like, it's just fire. I'm like, man, I like it.
I just saw a movie doing that.
Yeah, I love that. That's what I meant. Yeah. I think the one I saw was at PAX West, PAX South, and it was was for Kingdom Hearts. It was pretty cool. Yeah. But I would have to say Doom, that was a good drop.
Yeah,
right
Doom
there.
was a good drop. Yeah, I remember those.
Because that's always got that soundtrack that makes you go, ooh.
So TJ, have you showcased your game in any of the exhibitions or festivals?
Like a few little ones, but they do provide like a little bit of a marketing bump. But having like the biggest marketing hits that I've gotten recently are like releasing like a YouTube devlog, pretty wildly increased wish lists. Had a few tweets go semi-viral lately that did really well. I had a few like big YouTubers pick it up and play, and the amount of like eyes on the game and wish lists that you can get from like one big YouTuber playing it is more than like thousands of dollars in ads. So that's been pretty interesting.
That is
that's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
That's why they yeah, go ahead.
I'll say I like that though. I like the fact that I'm not a big creator like any of those guys, but as a creator that you can see that the shift in the market, just having someone being more intimate with your game and playing it in front of people is better than just like crazy marketing schemes. You know what I mean? Like throwing a bunch of money at something you don't know is going to stick or not, but you just go, hey, try out my game and play it for me, and you can have it for free. And they make a mean product for you and gets you a little bit of love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's actually crazy because me and I'm working with a marketing guy, reaching out to like a lot of YouTubers and streamers recently, and some of the prices that some of these smaller YouTubers will like quote for making a dedicated video on it sound like an insane amount of money, but if it can bring in that many more eyes, they have every right to request it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's true.
I know some people, if they like your product, they'll do it for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
That's
yeah.
the goal, is to make a game that's interesting enough that people want to cover it for free.
Yeah, where they're just like, they play it and they hit you up and they're like, bro, listen, I want this game to go big. Hook me up. And you're like, who in the Zach, get this guy out of here? And I'm like, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think there were several occasions where like, big YouTubers or content creators, they just like genuinely like the game, and then they, I don't know, like in a live stream or something, they play it for like an hour or so, and then the game just goes viral and everyone just
They
picks
do,
it up.
yeah, a lot of them do it for free. They just like go searching, like, oh, I found something cool. Let's go
Yeah,
check it out.
exactly. So I think I do respect them for that, because like they're not like only looking for like, the ads, like the paid ads, but they also are looking to help
Yeah.
out some of the devs that
Mm-hmm.
might need some help, or like, find something interesting, they'll just play for free.
Well, the crazy thing too, if you think about it, Markiplier, one of the biggest YouTuber guys, he made almost his whole career off of games that weren't popular. You're just finding like random games that were cheap games, and they were kind of scary and fun to make. And him and what is that other guy? He's a Scottish, can't remember his name, but
Jacksepticeye?
a lot of their games are just off the wall. Like you would have never heard of them if they didn't play them. And then look, now everybody like the one where it's Papers, Please. I think Septiceye played that, and that's where it got its big bump. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty like rudimentary game if you think about it. Just now there's a bunch of things that are not a bunch of games that are the same type of game but different settings. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, that's a good insight from you too, to know that you put that game out there and you're getting bigger hits from you doing your own legwork, putting some dev stuff out there. Because honestly, I always think it's kind of cool when the dev is involved. I know you guys are really busy building the game, but when you're involved in like having your own YouTube channel and you're like, hey, look, I added this on here. What do you guys think of this? And put it out there so they can see you building the game. I think that's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember who it is, but there's another dev on here that their channel is like really good too, and I love watching their channel. It's the dev for Irony. I can't say his name very good, but you know who I'm talking.
Yeah. So I think, especially for indie devs, I know they do, like if they have like a publisher deal or something, they'll pay for the marketing for free and all that. But on top of that, they also have to do their own marketing as well, so that it just kind of like gives each other like efforts like boost and explode. And some people are like, oh, I'm just so busy like working on my game, like I don't have any time for like making a Twitter
All
account,
this
or, like,
stuff.
you're doing like uploading anything, like bro, like you don't need to like write a diary or anything. You just like have to upload some like just images or something, like so that people can actually see that you're doing something, and then people get interested and add at least like a wish list.
Yeah, I could see a development team, even a small one, just having somebody aboard doing that for them. You know what I mean? Just like, here, you play the video game in front of people. We're gonna make it, and like, okay, the game's fun. That's how I could see that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
I
with your
definitely
game
have-
too.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I definitely have like a lot of like really, really dedicated community members, which is so nice because I'll push out a build and I like hooked up some systems in games so that if you report a bug, it like sends a message directly to Discord. So like I'll push out a new build, go to sleep and wake up to like 10 specific bug reports detailing, hey, this interaction isn't exactly how I think it should go, or this doesn't look right, or the translation's messed up here.
Oh man,
which is like amazing that people are play testing it for free and like offering all this like real great feedback.
I say that's gotta be really nice, because you gotta think about how many big games pay for bug fixers.
Yeah.
And then they still find bugs on launch day, the same bugs.
Yeah, they're like,
And also, it's
that-
like usually the fans, like the people who actually play test the buggy, the versions, they're the one who's like genuinely trying to help out. So they try every single like route to find if there's any bugs compared to the other
Break
ones.
the
And,
game.
like who gets paid or like $20-$50 to like play test. And we're like, oh, I did my job, so I'm finished.
Yeah. Oh, and it'll be like the weirdest things too. Like, oh,
Exactly.
by the way, I was like spamming the space bar while loading into the map and it broke something. I'm like, yeah, I guess it does, but I believe it or not, have never tried that while playing.
Exactly.
So thank you for finding that.
Yeah.
You know what? You know
I
what?
think
StarCraft had taught me, and kind of World of Warcraft too. But with with your RTS, because it's you have a blend of an RTS, tabletop, and whatnot. Is I used to love clicking the character over and over again to get them to say random stuff.
Yeah.
Like, don't you got something better to do? You're like, no. So I can see someone just click, and you're like, come on, man, just play the game, bro.
So that's not
Are
bad.
you?
Okay? I can't be putting that bug.
Are you? Is that what you when you built this game? When you came up with the idea of it, were you wanting to build an RTS right away? Or is that something that's you're passionate about? Or
Yes. I loved playing the Total War games growing up. I made a previous game. I spent like 7 months on it, probably around like 8 to 12 hours a day, like completely no-lifed it. And it got around, it made probably around like $1,000 from
Okay.
like 7 months of just tons of effort. And a lot of advice that gets thrown around to indie devs is to release a game. And I think what I learned primarily from that process is that marketing a game is very difficult if it's not something people want to play. Just because you like hook up a whole bunch of cool things and you think it looks good, it's not good enough to release a good game. There's too many games out there that even if your game is good and it does some things well, you have to do something a little special to get attention on it. So I think in those like 7 months of building the game, like posting on Twitter and trying to get like wish lists, I think I had around like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 wish lists at launch. Because of that experience, I figured I'd have to do something that not a lot of other people were doing that fits into a specific niche that's pretty difficult to do. And I started working on this game last August or so. And around January, I launched a trailer, and that first trailer had like 100,000 views, and I got like 10,000 wish lists off of that.
Wow.
So that was like okay, this is something that people are actually interested in. It makes sense to actually spend like a good amount of time on it.
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds dope.
So I did actually hear a lot from, the marketers of indie games and all that. They always say like, you have to find what genre is selling as well. That's very important. Like just because you like say like I like puzzle games, so I want to make a puzzle game, but that doesn't mean that your game is going to start selling because puzzle game isn't as big as I don't know like say like I don't know like Souls-like or Roguelike or whatever other game it is. So you have to pick the right genre before you actually decide to make a game so that it is marketable. Like a lot of people say like you have to make a game that is marketable versus trying to create a game that is just fun for you yourself.
But I
Unless
feel like
you don't care about the money, obviously.
I was about to say, I think there's so many vast different types of people who like games now, though, and for different reasons. You know what I mean? I feel like you could almost make any game right now, and somebody might be interested in it.
Maybe I would actually push back a little bit on that, just with some of the things that
No, it's good.
the way the Steam algorithm works is that if you have, I think it's around 7,000 wish lists, you get put in the new and trending and you get shown to people. I forget the exact number, but just off the top of your head, try to guess how many games were released on Steam last year.
Oh, I think we heard it.
we
I
actually
think it's
did.
like
It's
30 million or something like that.
No, it's 19,000.
Jesus.
So
Somewhere in
around
the millions, though.
19,000 games released on Steam. about 18,500 of them you've never seen.
Yep,
Because
that's
Steam's
true.
algorithm is incredibly good at filtering out like low tier asset flips, AI slop, project games. Because anyone can release on Steam, they have such a well-defined algorithm that I'm not saying that certain games can't work, but you're going to need to find at least some sort of people who are interested in like a very specific player base and cater towards them in order to get enough eyes on the project for it to actually like break containment and actually get shown to people on real Steam.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope to learn.
Yeah.
So
were
there's I'm not saying that there's only like one genre. Like you don't have to make a roguelike. You don't have to make like a auto battler or card battler.
Yeah,
but you know, if you want to try to make an like a what was real big, like the PUBG or Fortnite, what were those called? Those like
Battle Royales.
Battle Royale. Yes. If you're an indie dev that wants to try to make a battle royale, there's probably a better genre to pick. So
right now, right?
I think,
yeah.
it was actually funny because Fortnite started as supposed to be a tower-based game.
It was.
Yeah, in the beginning it was tower-based.
Yeah, it was like
Are you talking about
something like that?
Oh yeah, no, it was a blend between a survival game and
Defense.
and yeah, because it was supposed to be where you remember I bought it when it first came out and played it, and I thought it was really fun. And then they wasn't doing good, and they're like, let's just make it this. And then it just took off.
Battle Royale, and that's it. And then they said, okay, we're not going to do the tower base anymore. Let's scrap that project.
And I mean, look at how good they did, though. I mean, I can't hate on them too much. I did like the original version better, though. Before everybody was like,
A lot of people did.
Yeah, I thought the Save the World one was super fun because you go on to missions, you collect stuff, then you have to build your base for the zombie horde.
You can still play it. It's just that it won't get updated no more. It's done. That version is done.
I don't want to ever play it again.
There's like nothing wrong with building like the exact game that you want to play, or building you know, something that speaks to you, or some like remaking some game that you really loved as a kid. But I think if you want to just do it as a hobby after work, I think that's awesome. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you want to have a successful career, you have to make a few smart decisions into what area you're going to build in.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's. I mean, I think that's great insight. To be honest with you, I think the reason too why I had even said that was because of the fact that we were talking about like games like that number one. I didn't think anybody would want to play that game. And all of a sudden, people like playing it. But I mean, that's pretty. I mean, you're probably God knows how many games are probably really good games that we never even seen. You know what I mean? Just because it wasn't within the realms that they wanted us to see it.
If you think about it, Zach, like every single time I say, hey, the dev of this game is coming to the podcast, you've never even heard this game before, and then we find out, oh, this game is super cool, like, you know, I love the demo, it's super fun, but like a lot of people have never even heard of the game.
Yeah.
So that's how
that always makes me sad when I find a super good game and I'm like, how come nobody knows your game?
Yeah. It's just so sad. Like
you're like, this game's so much fun. 3 reviews. What? And you try to tell everybody, you're like, the world must know. And everybody's like, yeah, it's cool, man, but I'm doing this other game. You're like,
yeah,
it's a fun game.
Yeah, it's just yeah, I've seen so many games like that, like 10 reviews or something, and then go to their Discord, there's like 27 people.
It hurts your soul because you know they work so damn hard on it.
And then I asked them, they're like, oh yeah, it took me like 3 years to make this game. I'm like, oh man.
I'm actually looking at your first game that you made that you mentioned earlier. It's a tower defense game.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's just good.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not.
Yeah, there's a million good games.
Yeah.
He's like, I wanted great, damn it.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was like looking at one of the Steam reviews. Somebody has like 77 hours in your first game. And it was like, oh, like made huge Steam review comment. I'm like, oh, cool.
Castle
that's
on
what it said.
Castles on Clouds. Is that what you
Yes.
Yeah, for $3,
Yes.
it's actually not bad if you think about it.
Bro, we should do like
I
a-
like your
It's a-
developer name is
It's,
TJ
it's,
too.
it's the cost of a coffee cup. Coffee.
Dude, your game needs a lot more attention, or deserves more attention and
It's like you
love.
are. Yeah, it's like you stick into like the same universe in a way, like the art style and everything.
Yeah, similar
The
assets.
roguelike. Yeah.
So yeah,
Man, Oh,
it's like you can't it's difficult because sometimes it feels like when you're doing marketing, you're kind of just screaming into the void of hey, this is like cool, like I'm hoping that this post sort of goes viral, but by drilling down exactly what you're building for and having like realistic expectations, I feel like just about anyone can make a very successful game these days as long as you're pretty precise in how you do it. And I've even changed up a little bit my approach, where I think my next game is not going to be something as ambitious as this. I think I can make something in about half the amount of time and half the amount of effort and do even better. So
do something more fun, or is that what you're aiming for, or just
do something simpler than this.
are you're over it, huh?
I've been over it for a long time, but
Wait,
we're gonna
how-
finish it. It's gonna go.
You
well.
got this. It's almost there, right? You're
Yeah.
Steam Next Fest is coming up. You said you're gonna be in that.
Yep. So that's next week, February 23rd. So I'll be in that. I was planning on launching within like a month or so, but might get pushed back another month just because there's been a lot of people playing recently and a lot of really good feedback. And I feel like it's like 90% done. So if that other 10% can make it so much better, and a lot of things that I've left till the end are things like balancing and getting like the core run loop down, because I'm adding something new every single weekend where if I balance it's just going to take like double the amount of time to build. So I try to keep it in a semi-balanced state so that it's playable, but it doesn't have that like real deep level of balance that like really good games do. So that definitely needs to come.
Okay,
Okay.
I like that.
You said you
That's an
started.
interesting question.
Oh, go ahead.
I have
Go
an
ahead,
interesting
Anthony.
question. Are you the type who likes to add extra content after your game is already done, like out or launch, like DLC and packs and stuff? Like,
I think it's kind of like I don't know. I will tell you that I'm not planning on doing early access for the game. I want to like launch in like a solid 1.0. I think
okay.
early access is kind of something that was big 5 or so years ago, and I don't really think it's that way anymore. It's just there's so many games that grab people's attention that if you launch in early access, people will often say, "Oh, this is cool," but I'll wait till it like actually comes out.
Till it comes out. Yeah.
And like luckily I'm very fortunate. I've got a job, so I'm not in like any sort of financial pressure to like release it early. So if it takes a little longer to polish it, then that's what I'll do.
I like that. Yeah.
So you said you do have like a full-time job. So is it something that you actually work on like every single time or every day after work, or is it like a weekend project?
Yeah. It's like usually come home from work, grind out like 3 or 4 hours, then spend an hour or two with my wife, and then go to bed and run it back the next day.
Oh man.
Rinse and repeat. Hey man,
That's a
whatever
long
you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'd like to, I'd like to get it done at some point, and unfortunately, it's just the nature.
I don't think I've heard one dev go, you know what, I'm just gonna work on it till I die. You're like, oh, this is gonna be my last thing I do. You're like, Jesus. No, and that's cool that you're kind of taking your time and you want to put it in 1.0, because it can be annoying when they release it and you get excited to play it and it's kind of early access, so you're pretty much paying to be a game tester,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then it's not always sometimes I don't mind it, but I've definitely seen the quotes on there saying, or not the quotes, but the comments like, I'll wait till the full release shows potential, or it could be fun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also it's more likely that people will like even though it is an early access game, a lot of people expect it to be like fully polished because they're paying for it, and then when they realize that they're like buggy and like they see some problems, they'll be like, oh, I hate this, and like they'll have like a negative or review on them, and then you're
And then
it's really difficult for you to get it back to the positive or the very positive state of game review. So
And like you
Yeah.
say, it always depends on the price. If a person pays a lot of money for early
yeah,
access
that
game,
annoys me. I'm not gonna lie to you. If something's above $20 and it's an early access, I'm like, nope,
that's
not today. I'm like, oh, because it's so many times I bought something for over $20 in early access. I'm like, this is hot garbage. You know what I mean?
Do you have any idea like what the price is going to be, or at least like the range of it?
Um,
Well, you don't have to
I'd
say it.
have to double check with my marketing guy
Okay.
on that, but let's say allegedly around $15 with
Okay.
probably like a launch discount, something like that.
Okay,
So
okay.
probably in that range.
I love the launch discount because it makes you go, oh man, you start sweating. Like you save a little bit, but you're like, if I get it now, it's like $3 less.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
buy.
I
Yeah.
heard the launch
Did you
discount.
see-
A lot of people developers use the launch discount because that first week of your game launch, depending on how many reviews you get, you'll get pushed up to the top of the Steam list of like the
That's
popular
smart.
game.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also when you launch your game, Steam sends an email to every single person that's wishlisted it.
Right.
So
Yeah,
if they get that little email and see that it's on sale. By the way, did you guys see the little rant that I think one of the Peak devs went on about pricing of Steam games? The like
Mhm.
$7 is actually $8, which is actually $9. You'll have to pull up you'll have to pull it up and read it. It is really funny, but it's like completely accurate. I'll have to
Okay.
find it and send it in the chat.
Yeah. Please share it to me, and I'll share it with
Yeah,
you.
that's
with you
it,
too.
the Peak guys, weren't they? What country? I think weren't they from
Is that
Switzerland?
aggro
now?
crab?
Yeah, aggro crab.
Yeah, I go crowd. And Peak was a game jam game too.
Yeah.
That was developed in a couple of months.
Yeah. It actually
It's-
was in Korea too.
It's a pretty fun game. You know what I mean? Simple.
Mhm.
I still have friends
And
from
it
playing it.
started a trend. It started a trend also.
It
Peak
did.
started
It
a
did.
new trend where now you see all these co-op games coming out where you just do like RV Day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like where you play with friends and you got to challenge yourself
Mm-hmm.
as a team.
All right,
I feel like there was
I'll have
something
to
before
just-
Peak though that was like that.
I mean, there were, but like it wasn't as
Yeah,
big
there's
as
a few.
Peak,
Repo, I think, was pretty big.
though. Mm.
Yeah.
The Lethal Company.
Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Content
I know
warning.
it's not necessarily a co-op, but I mean it is a co-op. Schedule 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kinda
Schedule
like
1 was
that.
also
Mhm.
in that
That's
area.
one of those games that you can play by yourself, but it's way more fun with your friends.
Mhm,
You know what I
mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'll have to read this out, but he says we had this joke of like, how much is a game really in a player's mind? What does it mean to spend $5? Well, that's $5, but $6, well, that's still $5, and $4 is also kind of $5, but $3 is $2, and $2 is basically free. So we've got these tiers, $12, that's $10, but $13 is $15. We found that $8 is still $5, and it doesn't become $10. So $7.99, that's $5, right? So $8 going to $5 is the biggest differential we could find in pricing. So we found it very optimal.
Okay.
So that is
Jesus.
$8.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yes.
$7.99.
Wait, how much is
That
Peak?
Peak is
That makes a
not
lot of
expensive.
sense.
It was like $9 when I got it, I think.
Yeah, no, and then it gets cheaper too because they go on sale and they sell is like the cost of one cup of coffee.
RV there, yeah, it was like $5.
Mm.
But it
you
does
know.
make sense because there are times some developer has a game that's like $2.99 and it's
Actually, Peak's on sale right now. If you're
Hours.
listening for $4.95, it's 38% off.
So that marketing with the pricing tier, it kind of makes sense a lot.
It does make sense, yeah. Because if you think about it, it's like if it's like $7, it's closer to $5.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna think it's like closer to $10.
RV there, yeah,
Yeah.
it's $8.
Yeah, a lot of games probably are like that.
Oh, there's some games on sale. There must be something going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, next time coming up
Is
soon.
it? Yeah, I think it's Steam Next Fest is coming.
Pre-purchase Resident Evil Requiem. Don't tell me what to do, Dad. live my own life. Sorry, Dad was yelling at me. No, yeah, that's crazy. I love that. That's how his brain works.
It's pretty accurate. So,
He's like, well, we could,
yeah.
because it's true. What game did I buy recently? And I bought it late, and I was like, oh, because it was originally going to be $12, but then I bought it for 15. My friend's like, oh man, you should have got that $12. I was like, you're right. Should have. There goes those $3 of mine. Just
and also it's I don't know if it's true for everyone, but like since like Silk Song was like 20 something dollars, right? It was like $20 or something. So a lot of indie devs are like they have to make it less than for $20 because if Silk Song is $20, like if an indie game is like $25, it'd be super hard to convince the gamers to actually pay $25 for an indie game.
It is.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I think the best I've ever heard. I think you've said this too, George. Is like you kind of base your entertainment by how many hours you get out of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so like you can pay a ton of money to go to movies nowadays, but sometimes you can buy a game for $10-15 and play it for forever.
Until
You know what
die.
I mean? It's hours and hours of gameplay, and then some people are like, it was okay. You're like, you played it for 25 hours, buddy. It must have been something. You know what you could have done in your life for 25 hours, and you're just like, ew, this is okay.
Speaking of this, do you plan to list your game on other console as well?
Yeah,
Or
that's a
you
good question.
You're just gonna keep it on Steam.
Probably just Steam for now.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I guess there's also GOG and Epic, but
Yeah.
kind of focused on Steam at the moment. I don't know a whole lot about the Epic store other than they give away free games and I never buy anything there. But
I just get the free games.
I think Epic
Yeah, pretty much.
Epic has failed. I know they're trying to catch up on Steam, but they haven't.
And they have the most insane cashback system also too.
Yeah, but
You
they
get cash
haven't.
back every game purchase.
We always think Epic's going to fail, but do you remember Epic's got Fortnite and everything in it, so that's what keeps it going.
And Unreal is Epic, right?
Yep.
Unreal Engine is theirs.
Do you, with your guys, do you ever plan on being able to change like the color of your little token while you're moving them around and stuff?
The like token on the map?
Yeah. You're like
Maybe. There's like a million high priority tasks that like really need to get done. So I think one of the biggest things that I've learned working on this project is saying no to good ideas, where people pop by in the Discord all the time and they say, hey, could you do this? And although it may be something simple and it may only take a day, if I took a day doing like all these like fun little things, then it would just never get done. So there's a lot of like, because it's a bummer because I get like really good suggestions sometimes, but I feel like there's like a few. I'd say the game is very close to being done, but there's like a few core things like AI, enemy AI in battles is not where it needs to be. Some of like the actual balancing of like playing through and like rewards and card packs are not where they need to be. So I feel like I gotta address like the highest, like the most. And I recently went through like all the negative Steam reviews I've gotten and tried to correlate that into like what. But try to correlate that into what the biggest problems are that people are seeing, and then like addressing that before doing some of the more fun stuff. Like I definitely have like a few fun things that I've had listed for like 3 months now. Like just looking at it, there's something in my like dev priorities of like adding more animations to the heroes, which like that would be cool. But if I don't get that done in the next 2 months, you're never going to notice about it. Whereas if I don't fix the enemy AI, you will notice that.
Right.
You'll definitely notice it, right?
Yeah. I think
that's pretty.
And
you said something pretty cool there. Sorry to interrupt you. That you were actually going through all the negative reviews and just seeing what they're saying, so that you could, work on that.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think it's very important to not get too high on your own supply and surround yourself with like yes men and only follow
Mm.
their input. Did you guys see anything about the High Guard dev, the post that he made earlier this week? Or are you
Mm-mm.
familiar with High
Yeah.
Guard's
Yep. Yeah, I know
release
what
over
it
the
is,
past few
and
weeks?
all the news and
Um,
all.
Basically, High Guard was a AAA game that they had the final spot at Jeff Keighley's
Yeah, the Game Awards.
game awards, where they, it's for anyone that isn't aware, it's like a game showcase at the end of the year where they give out awards to like all the best, the best indie game, the best action game, the best score. And they show like a whole bunch of trailers doing it, and usually he'll some of the trailers are like really big releases. Like I think they just announced the new what was it, the not Path of Exile, what was that?
Mm, at the Game Awards, right?
Pillars of Eternity.
Okay.
They like announced a huge new game for that, but at the end of the game show, they do this thing where they'll he'll say like, "Oh, and one more like big reveal," and they revealed this game
Yeah.
called High Guard, which was a hero shooter that looked, kind of middle of the road, and
Yeah.
wasn't super interesting, and it got a lot of flack from that. A lot of people were really disappointed in it, and like really questioning why that was like the real big reveal at the end. And that came out a few weeks ago. At launch, it had like 100,000 players playing it. I think tonight I saw like Steam charts of 700 maybe playing it. So it's
Yeah.
God
absolutely
dang.
cratered. Did not go
Going-
well at
it's
all.
going- It's going into the
And yeah,
Under the
the CEO put out a statement on Twitter that seemed a little.
I don't know what Restream is doing, but anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, he put out a statement on Twitter that was a little frustrating to read, because he talked about how everyone they showed this game to said like, "Oh, this is lightning in a bottle. You guys will definitely succeed. Everything's going to go super well." And obviously, with the release of the game, that did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
That's why they wanted
I
it
think
to.
it's you definitely have to listen to the negative feedback. Something that I heard that was really good is that players know what's wrong with your game. They just don't always know how to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there may be a lot of complaints saying like, hey, our archers are way overpowered. You need to nerf them. And when in reality, what you should really be doing is just increasing the benefits that like shields provide against archers or something like that.
Mm.
But people can find like the pain points in the game and find what's not fun. And you really have to address that feedback and try to build off of that, even if it's not coming from a constructive point of view. Like I definitely get like a few negative reviews of just like, just pointless shitting on it. And those can be a little frustrating to read at times, but
It says like 0.3 hours played or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
this is
yeah,
dude, this
Oh,
game's
I heard
horrible.
about
Like, you turned it on and off again, my guy. Like,
yeah. There's a few weird
think-
ones, but
I forgot what game. There was some kind of game that got Steam bombarded with negative reviews, like huge negative, but it only had like 0.4 hours, 0.2 hours, and it was like
Yeah.
they're saying that it was like all AI reviews,
really?
chat information. Yeah, using AI as the reviewer things.
Are you
that's
I
talking-
remember
crazy.
seeing that for an indie game.
Are you
Was it
talking about
really?
the Star Saint Island?
No, there was. Is it the Stars and Island one that had all the AI reviews on Steam?
Yeah, I think
And then they
it had all
Yeah,
the like
something about that.
positive reviews and all that, but then the game was the count said like 0.2 hours played or something like all.
Yeah, and then
that-
the people and the gamers said that they pointed out that these sound like AI reviews.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
It is.
insane.
Yeah, but I think that is a super important lesson, especially for the indie devs, because I keep telling them like you have to create your own fan base and community so that they become your own play testers and fans. Even if you don't do too well on this project, for the future project, they'll probably be involved as well. And also all the things they say about like negative things about the game, or like, anything they hate or any pain points they have, you should listen to them and try to fix those, because they're giving you an honest feedback versus all the other people say, oh, this game's so good, this game is so good, like only looking at the good things, good sides of the game. That's what happened to Concord too, because they didn't go through a lot of play testings or public receptions or
It's that like
I think-
toxic positivity.
toxic positivity, exactly. There we
And
go.
like, don't get me wrong, like it
I go to the
hurts to like work on something all weekend and then release
Yeah.
it, and immediately like 5 people just like, I don't like this. This is not good. This is shitty. And it's like, come on, guys, can you like say something positive about the game
Yeah,
for
exactly.
once?
One person
You-
liked my work.
Yeah, you have you
That's
do
what
have to
happened
like.
with High Guard.
Yeah, I'm sure it did get review bombed a bit, but like to release a multiplayer game like that without any like public play test, I think is pretty wild.
Yeah, that is pretty.
No,
wild.
I think for High Guard, I think after 1 week after the release, like supposedly it didn't do so well that they laid off half the staff, developers in the studio.
Yeah,
They laid
it
off
sounds like
most of
that.
them. Yeah,
Like, yeah, the vast majority of them.
yeah, they already did. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. But if you think about, if you're like the CEO of I forget, like Wildlight Entertainment, I think that's the name of the studio, and if you get the opportunity to showcase your game at the Game Awards, especially towards the end, where all the hype is
Where
getting,
it's the biggest.
Yeah,
like,
biggest-
Oh, and by the way, we got a big event, and then people are looking at like,
how can you refuse that though? Like, if you're the CEO, like obviously, like, hey, yes, please, you like beg for that spot, like you would like.
you know
I
what that
don't know,
reminds me of is when they announced Diablo
Oh
on
my
the mobile.
God, the
Like
Mobile.
we got
They still have
mobile
phones.
Diablo.
Yeah, do you guys not have phones? I'm like, bro, is this an April Fool's joke or something? What's going on? And then they did really release or announce Diablo 4 like later on, but
I thought that was hilarious though, because it caused a couple of days of laughter for me, just because people were just like, I was like, is this a real thing?
yeah.
I
But
was like,
anyways,
Jesus.
But I
Yeah.
think with High Guard, if it had been a good game, I think it would have done fine. They had 100,000 players that first day. They had
Yeah.
all the eyes in the world looking at it.
Yep.
It's not like the fault of like games media or gamers just wanting to like review bomb it.
It
Like,
just wasn't fun.
You can't force people to consume something.
Right.
If they don't like
Yeah.
it, they're not going to play it. No one's playing it today, not because of like negative press. They're not playing it because it's not fun. There's more fun games to play than that.
Yeah, that is true. And also
Because didn't
go ahead.
the guys who work on didn't they have something to do with Apex as well?
Yep.
Some
It
of them
was.
are former,
Yeah,
Apex
Apex.
devs.
Because look at Apex, when they dropped Apex, didn't have any they just dropped it within a week of announcing it, and it blew up like this, because
it was a
people were
good
like,
game.
it's super fun. Yeah,
Yeah. And also if you look at more recent examples, like Arc Raiders is also another shooter. I don't know what exactly it's called, the shooter game and attraction.
Attraction.
Yeah, and then people
Attraction.
still play it because it's fun and people keep going back to it. You can't blame the gamers for it because the game has to be fun in the first place. I mean, I don't know.
the biggest fight the devs they got to do for
here we
Arc
go.
Raiders
Yeah, I
is
don't
trying to get people not to murder each other. Oh, we lost George. This is the first time we lost George. Oh wow, we lost George this time. Yay! This is fun.
Yeah.
Who am I next?
Speaking of which, because we were talking about Diablo. The original developer for Diablo 1 and 2 started their own studio, and they're making a low budget game. And they just released a demo 2 days ago for their low budget.
Hey,
nice.
send me the link to it. I want to see
Dark
it.
We want to see the link.
It's like it's the original creators for Diablo 1 and 2, making their own
Okay.
studio.
Yeah, send me the link.
But if you think about it, the creators of StarCraft try to do what is the other one game that they did? The Wild
Yeah,
Gate?
but
Wild Gate?
what,
Wild
that
Rift.
was a
Wild
big,
Rift? Yes.
Wild-
that was a big budget. Though.
Yeah, but they failed. They didn't
think-
do as well as they expected. So
You know, it's the one I know we gotta,
Yeah.
we need to talk about this a little bit and wrap it up. But I remember they were going to make that first person shooter where you could play as a ghost for StarCraft, and that never
they're
panned
doing
out.
it. Nexon is doing it.
Wow. Okay.
Nexon is
Nexon.
doing a first person shooter.
Nexon will do anything.
I think it's Nexon. They'll probably do it.
They got they got
They
the
do have the
budget.
budget.
If you got the budget, they'll
So-
do anything.
So you're 90% done. You got 10% left. Yeah, for your game.
Oh,
yeah, and they say the last 10% takes 90% of the time. So who knows?
Takes most amount of time. So
yeah,
you're gonna be on Steam Next Fest. There's a demo out.
Mhm.
I really think it's a cool game, man. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, you added a lot of. You have the car collecting in there. You got the two different worlds. One you're playing an RTS, which I'm super garbage at, but it was fun to try. And then of course when you
We should watch you.
you should watch me because you would tear me up. I'm sure you're like, yeah, don't do that. But it's fun. Like I was trying to run. I got one of the units that's the dogs. I was trying to run the dogs around the night guy to attack the archers because I was like, no, get the eye. They're like, I was like, oh, or not, just die, I guess. Because
Yeah, there you go. This is a different perspective you need. You need the one that doesn't play RTS
yeah,
ever and see what he does. See what that person does.
yeah. No, but I did like the fact that it also came into because I love tabletop games, like in real life. So I thought it was cool that you had the bounce between. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Thank you.
If you ever get a chance, because I know you're super busy, you should get like a part where somebody does bring beer over on accident and like spills onto the battlefield while it's happening. Just like, oh man, you spilled. And they're like, oh, they're like going to the beer trying to fight.
It's been sitting in the backlog for like a year, but I want to have some like beer mug on the counter that like as an Easter egg, like if you click it enough times, like your character starts to get drunk and it just throws like some sort of distortion effect on the
That would
on
be
the camera. That would be pretty fun.
hilarious.
Oh,
Like he clicks to send the characters or the unit this way, and then they're like, "Arr." He's like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
I feel like you always need beer in a tabletop game
Mm.
or a tabletop.
Or I know you haven't unlocked all the heroes yet too, but maybe like a hero that the more your person drinks, the better that hero is that you selected for their units. Just like drunken style combat.
Yeah, the
like,
more you can cheat and like no one's gonna argue with you.
You're like, wait a minute, you can't do that. And you're like, yeah, whatever. Oh. It's like, just let him have it, man. He's
Wait.
drunk.
Can you play this multiplayer? Is it local co-op or any co-op?
Nope, it's just
Okay.
a single player
Okay.
right now.
Oh,
I
single
had
player.
as part of like the roadmap, I had like a multiplayer if it hits like 100,000, and I'm doing everything I can to pray that it doesn't hit that because that is going to be quite an undertaking.
I mean,
You
it
know,
would be cool to
Yeah,
kind
that'll
of
be
do
like a suffering from success things. So if it multiplayer happens, then it happens.
goodness.
It'd probably take a lot of work, but it'd be cool to see a game where you have to go from each character, like how you have your board set up. Each person has to go from one side of the board to the middle of the fight, and then you have to go through the.
Oh, that's a
That would
great
be-
idea. That is
Yeah,
a
you were
great
usually-
idea.
And if somebody gets there before somebody else, their units are more rested. So you're like, oh great, we get to fight. Your guys are like, God damn it! They're dragging their legs to the battle. Like, I think I'm gonna die.
That'd be
Yeah, it's one of those things where like implementing like a full stable multiplayer system would take
hard,
about as
huh?
much time as maybe adding like another 5 or 6 factions. And
Oof.
from everything that I've heard from
Oof.
RTS devs, I think one of the Civ devs said this. What's his name? His name's slipping my mind right now, but he said for Civilization about 7% of their player base plays multiplayer. So when it comes to like the
That's
RTS
true.
genre, multiplayer is such like a small subset
Mm.
where
Yeah.
I could build multiplayer, which would be awesome, and
But-
maybe 7% of people would do that, or I could spend that time building something that all 100% of people could experience.
That's
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I want that. I want the 6 more faction. I'll
Yeah,
take that.
yeah. Definitely.
I think it too is like, when you play an RTS, you like to have fun and you want to command your units and stuff like that. And when you get like stupid good people and they're playing against you, like if it's a PvP, that's just not. You're just like, screw it, I'll go back to playing by myself. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh. So I totally get it.
So yeah, I think it's kind of time to wrap up things.
Oh
and
no.
you said it's gonna come out sometime. Is it before June? I don't know.
Let's
Just
say let's say Q2.
Okay, Q2. First half of this year, Q2. somewhere.
Don't quote him, okay?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so everyone who's listening or watching,
I'm actually gonna go wish list it right
tabletop.
now.
You haven't? What?
I was
Um,
playing it earlier, man.
Okay, sorry.
Give me
Anyways,
a break.
yeah,
Jeez, stop yelling at me, Dad.
The demo is already out, so go play it. It's super fun. And yeah, it's gonna be on Steam Next Fest, so go wishlist it, guys. So that
Yay, Steam Next Fest!
we can have a co-op mode sometime.
Go play Tabletop Tavern. If he gets to 100,000,
100,000.
you heard it here.
100,000 copies sold. We're gonna get a co-op mode.
Watch you wake up the day it launches. He's like, son of a.
It's gonna be at like 99, and I'm just gonna launch it with whatever state it's in. I can't hit that.
Exactly. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming, TJ. It was super fun. We could have done.
It was all, yeah, it was
Yeah.
super fun.
Yeah, this episode could have been like a 3-hour episode too, but
100%.
we have to stop it somewhere. But
George needs to eat.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This
He's
has been
hungry.
a blast.
I'm not hungry. But
Yeah,
anyways,
we loved having you on here.
Yes,
We love having a lot of devs, but you dropped a lot of stuff on us. And
Yeah,
I
a
think
lot
that's
of,
what's awesome about every time we get a new dev, we learn something new.
Yeah, good insight for especially other devs too. Yeah. So
Yeah,
thank you so
watch
much.
our podcast with other devs or listen.
Yeah.
You learn things.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye. Say goodbye to TJ. He'll be back. We'll get him back on.
Yeah, we'll get him back. 1,000%. We need
You
to
can
get
never
him.
leave us now, TJ. Forever in the group.
Stuck.
You're gonna get Christmas cards from us.